All right, so
like I was saying, man, like I was saying, so I was thinking about the crisis son and other stuff. It had to touch me to a point where I felt like I felt the impact. So they have done a song together where the son is explaining, saying, don't think like, because I'm in Malawi, my father is in Australia, my father is not responsible, is not a responsible father.
You asked about that, or it just came out?
I did ask, man. I don't take my time.
Okay, because if it just came out, I would have been worried. But since you asked, then...
No, I did ask.
Cool.
I make sure that I have to ask. Hey! How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
We are fine. We are fine. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good morning to everyone.
Good morning. How is Kenya doing this morning?
It's sunny. So it's gonna be a good Friday. The weather is just fantastic.
Okay.
You don't look like it's gonna be a good Friday. You're still very low, and it's not the Salma I met last time.
Breakfast because I take heavy breakfast, so I haven't taken it yet. So, but yeah, I'm charging.
Okay. All right. Interesting. So we are talking about you. I don't know if you're aware about this, but we also have our own Salma Sky in Zambia. So when we said we're going to be hosting Salma, some people had to come through in the inbox saying, "Yo, are we on the same page? Are we talking about Salma Sky?" Then I was like, no, man. We will let her explain herself and how the name came about. Maybe we can start it from there.
Maybe we'll even have a collaboration with two Salmas. You never know.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm glad to be here. I'm happy to be here. Asante sana for having me. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So I do like an introductory, or yeah.
We gave a brief bow about you, but maybe you can just explain a brief story about yourself as well. We did talk about what you've done and a little bit about yourself, but maybe give us some information that we need to know.
So I think if you've done that, you've made my life simpler. As you all know, my name is Salma Queen. I'm from Nairobi, Kenya. I'm a reggae performing artist. I'm an activist, a mother, and a wife, and I'm happy to be here. Yay!
Pretty short.
Let's talk about your music. You know, there was a point that reggae was a thing, okay? I'm talking from Zambia. It was a big thing. There's always something that's going to be trending in regards with the type of genre people are listening to. There's a time that hip-hop was a thing. Now we're talking about Afrobeat. Do you feel reggae still is receiving the same response that it was receiving in 2010, 2012? I feel like in those years, way back, it was a big thing.
I believe, with time, people have adapted to reggae music, not only from Jamaica, but also from other different countries. So there's a sound system culture, and then there's the artists who are singing reggae music. So far, from what I can say on my experience, I started doing my own songs, writing my own songs in 2018. And the response I've gotten is so amazing, but you cannot compare it with Afrobeat, with the likes of Nigerian music, and hip hop. So sometimes it's good also for an artist to be multi-purposed in a way that they can be able to try out different things. And it helps also people get to know you. And that's why we do things like collaborations and partnerships. That way it helps artists to get exposed and be known in different countries. So it makes it a bit easier, But there's still that push from Africa that needs to accept African reggae artists. But I feel like we're getting there because, hello, I'm in Zambia.
but you were doing rap music before reggae. Which one came first, and why decide to switch?
Oh, rap, it's so hardcore. It's about punching, vibes, freestyle. And I was a tomboy from way back, still am. And I used to hang out with boys most of the time. Even up to now, I still hang with a lot of, And, it makes you feel a bit rough, hyped, and energetic, especially when you're a woman. It becomes really hard for hip hop to, like, when you need to be hardcore to actually do rap. You need to have that flow. You have to have that balance and rhythm. And the transition is that I'm glad that I can be able to rap. I was also a choreographer, dancer. So I was flexible, singing. I could do all these things at the same time. So it actually helped me transition from rapping to music. There were songs that I could rap and sing at the same time, So it was an easy transition for me. And I love reggae music. It's conscious, it's relaxed. You listen to the vibe, you listen to the music, you just want more of it. And it has so much teachings, and that's why I relate with it. However, I am open to do collaborations and even other genres. I am willing to, because I also have a project that I've actually done. And it's more of a vibe, a pop song, a dance song, a pop dance song, and it's not even reggae. And it's a collaboration between Royal Roots Studios and Def Jam Records. So I'm really waiting for that vibration, because it's a really amazing project where I get to sing and rap, but do it not in the reggae rhythm.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. I want your yes or no answer. Do you agree the older an artist gets, the mature the music becomes, can it also be the reason why you decided to switch from hip hop to reggae music?
From there, it's a bit skeptical for me, because I also believe it's the artist and the choice they want. There's some who do it for clout chasing, you see. But for me, I do music because I love music and it's a passion. And it's an also way of me doing artisan, which is activism, using music to educate and edutainment, you see. So I believe in the purpose of whatever you're doing, you have to understand your market. You have to understand your purpose. You have to understand why you're doing that music. You have to take time to listen to open, positive, and negative criticism. And from that, you learn what is the right way to go. So for me, I took the approach of collaborations, which has helped me a lot to get known in Africa and also all around Europe and in the US and Jamaica. So it is coming slowly, and I'm liking the pace, because I love my normal life. I don't like that fame to blow out of proportion, because it also comes with standards. You see, you're not the same. There's a way you need to sit. There's a way you need to move. And I love being simple, And that's why I relate so much with reggae music. When I sit with my mentors, my fellow Rastafarians, and they give me these teachings, they remind me that you're doing music, but you're still you. Don't lose yourself. You see. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Speaking about cloud, I know so many artists get in the game all about to get famous, or maybe to get money, or maybe apart from that to get quite a number of things, or a number of issues. What was your major goal for getting into the music industry?
I'm a mom, as I told you, and I want my son, I want my grandmother, I want my mother to listen to my music, to sing along to it, and be able to.
Okay, so we are trying to reconnect back, hoping that we get back with Salma on screen, just to find out more questions in regards with her music and how everything is going. There's always something about an international success you're going to get, where she explained about her journey and how her music has been going, and why she had to switch from being a hip hop artist to a reggae music at the end of the day right there. The other thing I'd like to find out from her when she gets back on screen as well is also the Kenyan industry. Maybe we can take it from there.
Yeah.
How it works. Okay, maybe we find out. Is it
the same as Zambia?
Is it not really as Zambia? Zambia is not a bad industry. Zambia doesn't have a bad industry. Our industry is growing.
So we have a bad.
Yeah. So we kind of lost you a bit, but maybe we can just start from where you were answering his question as well.
Yeah, sorry about that. There was an incoming call. Was using phones, but I've handled it.
Okay.
What was the question? Kindly remind me.
All right, so the question was about the reason why you entered the music industry. As we all know, artists, you enter with different reasons.
Not because of clout and stuff. And why would I do music? Yeah, I'm there. First of all, I see what is happening right now. Many people getting exposed or trending because of showing your body parts or doing a scandal that will get you, I think it makes you get more viewers, more money. And I'm not into such things. If you find Salma Queen in such things, oh my God, I think I will need 10 prophets to pray for me, because that's not my vibration. Why I do music is because I want my parents to listen to it, my neighbors to listen to it, and they can relate because it's life teachings, it's conscious, it talks about things that we go through on a day-to-day basis. It's talking about human rights, it's talking about advocacy and action, it's talking about justice, it's talking about knowing the right information and not just looking for information out there to being told by someone and you believe it, but actually researching it. And that's why I'm doing my music. I'm doing it to teach, to leave a message that anyone can relate to and listen to my music and say, wow, this is actually interesting, you know? That's why I do music. I don't do it for clout, and I will never do it for clout because that's not my priorities or my principles. That will be against Salma Queen, because at the end of the day, I have people who are looking up to me. I'm an activist at the end of the day. So whatever I'm preaching out here, and it's not going with what I say on the ground, then I'd rather stop what I'm doing and not make a joke out of it.
A quick one. Maybe tell us a brief information about the Kenyan industry. Before we kind of lost you, we were talking about it right here on Prime TV Live. What we get to find out? Maybe you can just give us some few information that we need to know. Is there unity? How's the music going? How's maybe in regards with pushing your song? Is it an easy industry where it's able to understand anything new or maybe able to adapt anything that an artist gets to do?
For the long time before, like 4 years ago, Kenyan reggae was not reggae at all. People could not relate with it, kabisa. When I say kabisa, I mean a lot. I even put some Swahili there because it's a deep question. I also believe when you have good music, it's easy for you to penetrate in the industry. When you have a team that supports your music, because you might be singing and you have a bad voice. But for females in Kenya, oh my God, the support is immense. Big up to all the people working in reggae industry in Kenya, because right now shows are starting to come in after the president 2 days ago removed the lockdown curfew, so it was limiting shows for artists, and the only way we could do shows was maybe go online. We couldn't go to a bar or a concert because of the curfew and the rules of COVID-19. But now things are starting to opening up. Actually shows, I have a show in December, I have a show end of November. I have an appearance tomorrow, so, and another appearance next week. So things are starting to come up. I believe it's the team that you have, the mentors behind you. But Kenyan industry actually it supports, because I even had interviews that I had a week ago. I was in a TV station just like this, And man, the support is immense. For me, I can't say it has been that challenging, but there was a time Salma Queen was being told, if we give you a platform, we're helping you a lot. So it really discouraged me and encouraged me at the same time. I had to work on my art. I had to get the right team. I had to get the right people to actually help me boost Salma Queen. And I had to work on myself as a musician, because what am I bringing to the table, you know? And what reggae artists are facing currently, maybe it's finances. We don't have the right systems that are distributing or promoting the music. So you find people like us who understand music. We are into DistroKid, Spotify, this digital era, we're using it properly, but because we have guidance and people who are behind the scenes working for us. So for someone who doesn't know that, they might lose interest in music, they will never get the music rights and copyrights. It becomes a challenge, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so Salma, if given a chance to do a collabo with a Zambian artist, whom would you prefer? Or let's talk about Zambian music. Which of our artists' music have you listened to and you will be like, yes, I want to have a collabo with this particular person?
That's a tricky question.
Yeah.
You got me on the back.
We just gave you some drum roll.
I think I'd have to really be keen, because even when I do collaborations, to be honest, it's all about how I interlink with the artist, how I communicate with the artist, and if the artist actually feels my vibration and I listen to the music and I feel the vibration. But I know Zambia is one of the biggest reggae, I don't know how to say it. Zambia with reggae, it's on another level. I can't compare it to Kenya. We're still like progressing. We can't reach your level because you guys are on another level. That's a tricky question. I had not thought about that, to be honest. But for sure, I will go through my notes and think through.
All right, so Salma, thank you so much for making time to be with us right here and share with us your music journey on the lounge.
Thank you for having me. I'm really humbled. Thank you so much for playing my music and always like inviting me, and I really am humbled. Thank you so much.
All
right, so that's Salma Sky.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Sky Queen.
It's Queen. Yeah.
I think I've got infested with Brian.
No, because we all know, man. We are proud Zambian. But yeah, she's doing amazing music. I had a chance to get to listen to some of our stuff.
Yeah.
The future is bright. She's doing amazing songs.
Exactly.
Like trust me, guys. If you haven't listened to her songs, you're missing out big time. So we just don't get to have someone on TV, have a conversation with them without us doing a research. So it's someone that you need to be on the lookout right there. So before we go to more stories, we still have someone who's going to be coming through as well, live on Zoom a little bit later.
Yeah.
She was supposed to be on set.
She was supposed to be on set, but hey, she's graduating. I feel awesome. But again, I should be at that graduation. I don't know how I'm going to crush it, but I'm going to find myself there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's also get to your feedback a little bit later. If we are going to be picking up some few calls a little bit later on the show, is it?
Yeah, I think as we are closing, we'll get to pick a few calls. But for now, let's get to
Chisenga's son, a conversation that I had with Kaleo, who's currently in Malawi. So we had a conversation on Joy FM live via phone call where he spoke about quite a number of things. Then on the other side, we'll get into our studio guest right here on the lounge on Prime TV.